that's hail.
That's hail. That is straight up hail, baby. It's a good time to be under a bridge.
And this will make you rethink life choices.
How you feeling?
It's wonderful. It's raining, it's hailing.
Oh my God. What the hell? Woo! This is unreal, guys. It actually hurts. All right, here we go. Stop number 2, Texas Team Trail, Lake Texoma. Yesterday, shorts and t-shirt. This morning, different story. Beanie, 4 layers. We got our bibs on here. I am so glad to be in a Nitro Z21 XL today because it might get a little rowdy, but hopefully things are biting.
After a week of spring-like weather, a strong front has dropped temps into the 40s, where it'll remain for most of the day.
So game plan, we don't really have one. Weather obviously changed a little bit, so man, we're just gonna go out there and see if we can't put 5 fish in the boat.
Well, it's a cold, windy day on Texoma. It's gonna be rough getting around today, but just gonna go get after them and see what we can do.
If something unexpected happens and y'all can't make it back to turn that in, just text me with that number, and that way I'll know you're in safe. You're off the water safe. All right. Yes, sir.
Man, it's cold. The water's real cold. We won this thing 2 years ago, but it's altogether different. They were bedding then, and the fish are just now really starting to move up.
I'm hoping that with that storm coming in, that it's going to activate these fish. You know, today, like I said, today was very tough. So I'm hoping tomorrow, with those weather conditions, the fish are going to turn on a little bit, and everybody's going to be able to catch some fish.
So it's going to make an interesting tournament. You know, there's not a lot of coverage for the anglers or the fish to focus on. So it could be a boat dock play. You know, we're supposed to have some bad weather coming in tomorrow, a lot of rain, a lot of wind. So it's kind of one of those things where you just got to put your head down and go fish.
What else you want to tell me? Pray for us.
Forecasts call for a near 100% of rain, with winds gusting at 30. Due to the potential rough conditions, this has become a trailering event. Anglers are free to launch from the ramp of their choice.
Some kind of clear, non-alcoholic liquid falling from the sky.
This is the Bass Pro Nitro team of Michael Clements and BJ Tarr. Coming off a 7th place finish at Rayburn, they came to fish. But their focus is on the Progressive Team of the Year and that Nitro boat for the overall points leaders.
This year it's an upgraded boat to a Z21, which is just absolutely unheard of. It's a boat that is ready to drop in the water, start tournament fishing from the day that you bring it home. I don't know of another trail out there that gives away as many boats and as many amazing packages as the Texas Team Trail does, which is one of the reasons that we fish this trail.
That's legit. As you can see behind me, we have a major front moving in right now. Wind is probably 30 out of the north-northeast, maybe 35. It's really cold, the shad are dying off. When the camera turns around, you'll see that there's blue skies to the south and dark rain to our north. Not ideal conditions, but we're all fishing in the same lake at the same time, so we just got to make the best of it.
With conditions worsening, we'll move on and check back with Nitro Boats touring pro Chris Zaldane and Justin Rogers.
Came off, dude. Are you kidding me? Came off. Gosh, that felt good too. Finally get a bite, and it was pulling good, and it came off. Oh, that's tough. But it just goes to show you 48 degrees, and they don't smash it. They just barely get it. Dang, that fish felt good, Justin.
That's a big miss on a tough bite. With conditions only expected to worsen, it's imperative that you stay in the game. Your choice of outerwear is key to staying warm, dry, and competitive.
Yeah, I mean, sideways rain and, you know, upper 40s, great state of Oklahoma, Texas. It's, you got to stay warm, you got to stay comfortable. I'm actually using Cabela's guide wear, and this stuff, I'm using the thicker stuff, the fleece line guide wear, and like I'm comfortable. I mean, my hands are cold, but I'm comfy. Like and I'm dry. I mean, nothing down the front or anything like that. It's got this nice flap out in front. When I'm running, I just flap this down and we can get it. So yeah, must have.
Chris is wearing the Johnny Morris Pro Shops Guidewear Extreme Parka, featuring Gore-Tex waterproof protection and a full fleece lining to ward off the cold. For the complete line of Bass Pro and Cabela's Johnny Morris Guidewear, visit BassPro.com or scan the QR code for a direct link. With the front passing through, we've seen rain, high winds, and now hail. As conditions continue to worsen, it's best we get off the water and head back to our host for this event, West Bay Casino and Resort, on the shores of Lake Texoma in Kingston, Oklahoma. With on-site gaming, dining, and shopping, West Bay Casino and Resort also offers first-class accommodations, featuring well-appointed king and double queen suites, or for an unmatched escape. West Bay also offers premier independent cabins with 5 bedrooms, 2,500 square feet of living space, along with fully equipped kitchens. For booking and other information, look them up online at westbaycasino.com. Before we get you back on the water, I wanted to introduce you to the next generation of bass boats, the all-new Z Comanche R Series. For more, let's check in with touring pro Mike McClelland.
When you look at the R Series boat, there were a lot of the pros that actually had a lot of input into that particular boat. When we went from the L Series to the R, they brought a lot of us in and we went over different things. And one of the biggest things is just the way the boat's laid out with the storage and the creature features. You've got all of this broad storage. You've actually got storages in all 3 compartments. You can store rods on the port side, the starboard side, in the center. So you're never going to run out of spaces to put all your rods. The iRide system, I mean, I am one that absolutely loves the ride system because it gives you the ability to control things so much easier. It's just all right there on that one screen. Ranger has really done a great job in the rear storage area of our boats now, and I've always felt like Ranger has done a better job than a lot of companies. Everything is so accessible. I mean, it's user friendly, it's customer friendly. You know, one of the biggest things about this era that we're fishing in today is the need for everything that electronics companies offer, and Garmin does a phenomenal job across the board. I mean, I'm actually running a 16 this year. It is unbelievable when it comes to live scoping how much difference that 8616 makes. So I run mapping, side imaging, so you know there's a lot of features there that Garmin hasn't covered. You know, one thing about it, I mean, that's the other thing that Ranger does, and is offer the customer the opportunity to put what electronics and what mounts you want to put on your boat. And Beat Down Outdoors has actually come with custom fitted stuff for all the Ranger boats. So I have got a custom leveling plate. I'm running a Beat Down Ultimate Shorty up front that is capable of holding 2 units. I can raise that unit up off the deck of the boat 20-some inches, so it allows me, with my struggle and what I'm seeing today, to get that screen up closer to me. Then you take a look at the console. You've got I've got the Beat Down double console unit, so it's mounted on a ledge. The units are both on slides, so I can spread them out, I can pull them in, I can angle them any direction I want to get the glare off of the units. Beat Down is building some of the most durable product I can ever remember running, and you know, I check my screws occasionally, but you really don't have to worry about it. Tighten it down, take off and go, and don't worry.
Build and configure your next Ranger boat to your exact specifications at rangerboats.com. And when you're ready to buy, locate a dealer or Bass Pro Boating Center near you. With the brunt of the storm past, we'll get back on the water and resume tournament coverage. We launched this morning with the Bass Pro and Nitro team of Michael Clements and BJ Tarr. Coming off a top 10 at Rayburn, a solid finish today keeps them in the hunt for the Progressive Team of the Year.
Update on how we're doing right now. It is still cold, it is still really windy, and the fish are still really not biting. We covered miles of water yesterday, throwing everything we had at them, and never got a bite except for a 40-pound carp. We're in here, historically an area that is really, really good for the smallmouth. have yet to get a single bite again this morning. But it's the consensus of what we've been hearing from all of our other competitors yesterday is this lake is just shut down.
It's a tough bite for sure. And with the high winds out on the main lake, most anglers are tucked away in protected coves and marinas. Fishing Alabama rigs around boat docks, this is JC and Johnny Thompson. With 4 in their Ranger live well, this one should be number 5.
Better than about 9 o'clock this morning. We got into a little area that had some fish. Just not the size we want, but we've got 5 in the boat now and we're on the hunt for a big one. So it's just slow going, grinding, and keeping it in front of a fish.
Living just down the road in Calera, JC and Johnny have a bit of experience on this pond, and both have cashed a few checks over the years. In 2022, Johnny and Michael Sharp put the right 5 together, earning $40,000 for the win, including $500 in Garmin tournament reward money.
The fish were up on the beds then, and we sat in one little area and caught, I don't know, 20 pounds, I think, is what we had. But needless to say, water temperature is not good enough yet for that to be happening.
Expectations were high, but with this storm, it's definitely got a lot lower.
For that win in 2022, it took just over 19.5 pounds. 15 pounds and 3 got you paid.
It's going to be a tough one. There's a lot of fish being, a lot of big fish being caught right now. So I think 20 to 23 pound day will probably take this thing home.
I think the last time we were here was like 19 pounds for the number 1 spot. I'm going to say there's going to be a 20 pound bag at least.
13 to get paid and low 20s to win.
Getting down to the final hours of competition here, we'll check in with the Nitro team of Clayton Boulware and Tim Klein. Pitching A-rigs, they've got 5. Coming off a top 10 on Rayburn, Clayton is focused on the progressive points race.
No help.
For the 2nd year in a row, the top team gets a tournament-ready boat motor package.
It's an awesome deal this year. Nitro, White River Marine has really stepped up. They've put the Ranger up for Angler of the Year. Top 10 places are really lucrative. I think they pay down through 25. They've really come up with a really nice program. So that's what we're here for. We may not be here to win, but we're here to definitely, number 1, try to get paid. Number 2, get enough points to stay alive as we move on to stop 3.
We had cameras with Clayton and his regular partner Chris McCall at stop number 1 on Rayburn, where they sacked up 5 for 20 pounds en route to a 10th place finish and a $1,500 payout.
My team partner wasn't able to make it. He was fishing Toledo on Rayburn, so Tim jumped in the boat with me. And matter of fact, this is the first time we've been in a boat together this morning.
We got fortunate, got a solid bag of fish. I think we got 3 brownies and 2 largemouth. It's weather's been tough, but we grounded out and actually caught more fish than anticipated. And we really just need one more 5 or 6 pounder to have a shot at winning.
Man, it's been a tough day on the water, but for those that brave the storm, we've got $85,000 in regular purse up for grabs, including a Nitro Z18 for the champs. There's also thousands in contingency money available from Nitro, Ranger, Triton, Garmin, PowerPole, and TH Marine. Get all the details at TexasTeamTrail.com. Heading to the scales, it sounds like the challenging conditions made it tough for most. But after a day like this, even weighing a single fish will go a long way in those progressive Team of the Year points.
Man, it was rough. They got sleet or held on us twice. Wind definitely picked up towards the end of the day. We had 1 bite, caught 1 fish.
Pretty much from the point we launched this morning to just now, it has been raining and cold and windy all day, but we scrapped up 4. It wasn't easy, but those were our 4 bites today, so we capitalized on all of them.
4 pounds and 7 ounces. That'll get you a bunch of points today for that Team of the Year.
After getting fit at Rayburn, we just wanted to come here and survive this one, going to Toledo next. Championship back on the home pond, so we're really looking forward to make a run at AOI.
Despite the weather, we saw some nice fish come across the stage, each vying for the PowerPole Big Bass Award.
caught a bunch of fish, smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass. Made a coal on the last cast, actually. Caught the biggest smallmouth we weighed in, like a 4.5 pounder. About that time, we realized the lake was a little bit too big for us to get all the way back to where we launched. So we ended up hitching a ride from some nice guys actually local to this lake, and they drove us all the way here. So we got a long drive to go get the boat and the truck and round all of our stuff up, but it was a really good day.
Looking at the top of the leaderboard, Cameron Roan and Stephen Thomas rounded out the top 5 with a limit for 18 pounds 3 ounces. They also picked up $1,000 in Garmin tournament rewards money. Clayton Bulware and Tim Klein locked up 4th with 19 pounds even. Including their Nitro rewards contingency money, they'll take home $3,169.
It was a tough day. Weather made it absolutely brutal. We come up here hoping to survive on points. Looks like we're going to do a little bit better than that. There's a lot on the line. Top 25 they pay down for team of the year, and top 10 they pay significantly well. So the best thing you can do is hope in the top 10 or so going into after the second event, and we'll definitely be there.
Brett and Bruce Taylor sacked up 5 for 19.6 and 3rd place, earning them $3,913.
I think we were 9th place coming into this event, so I think we'll still be in contention for Team of the Year. I don't know, we'll have to see how it all shakes out. I don't know how everybody else did today, but we didn't hurt ourselves too much today. So.
Weighing 1913, anchored by this 7-pound 10-ounce big bass of the day, Dave Reddington and Chad McClendon earned some power pole gear and Atlas rewards money for a total payout of $8,308.
I think we had one fish at probably
we went after the hailstorm. We had one fish, and then we caught 2 real fast, and that got us going. And then we had a nice little hot streak for about an hour. Caught the big one, and that got us going.
Awesome. So you said you were cranking. Tell me, deep, shallow.
Shallow cranking.
Wood, rock. Tell me the whole scenario.
Yeah, just running down, 20 to 35 degree banks. Just cranking rock, just shallow rock is all we're doing. And it seemed like we found the muddier the water, the better we did. So.
We're looking for 19-1 to take the lead. We got there, 20 pounds and 5 ounces. Looky here, folks.
And coming out on top, Clay and Trey Salmons put their local knowledge to work, catching 5 for 20 pounds 5 ounces, earning them their first win on the Texas Team Trail. For their efforts, they'll take home a $52,000 prize package, including a brand new Nitro Z18.
Oh, very crazy day. Pretty slow start this morning. Just kind of kept hanging in there, seeing the fish we needed to catch, knew the fish were there we needed to catch, and little by little, one by one, we gathered them up. That's about how it went. Just grinded it out.
What were you throwing?
Most of the day an A-rig, and then when we couldn't catch them on that, we had to drop down to something more finesse, minnow or small swim bait style bait, and then ended up catching a kind of a kicker fish at the end on a jig.
Checking in on the Progressive Team of the Year point standings. With back-to-back top 10 finishes, Brett and Bruce Taylor assume the lead, with Chris McCall and Clayton Bulware just 2 points behind in second. It's also worth noting that reigning Team of the Year Brian Schott and Jim Smith are sitting in 5th as the tour heads back to East Texas and Toledo Bend.
Stop number 3 for Texas Team Trail is going to be at legendary Toledo Bend, and Toledo Bend is setting up right.
That lake's fishing really good right now.
But it's gonna be a slugfest, I believe, in Toledo.
Man, Toledo's a really fun lake, and we always love fishing that one.
Here's another look at the remaining schedule. Get all the details at TexasTeamTrail.com. Big ol' thanks to our hosts at West Bay Casino and Resorts. Book your stay at WestBayCasino.com.